Welcome to What the Wrestling, a show where I take a look at professional wrestling and kind of just talk about it, whether it's foibles, weird stuff going on, or just things I want to mention. There isn't a whole lot this time around for me that I really felt like talking about, but there was enough, so here we go. The first I've got to talk about the upcoming Roman Reigns versus Logan Paul match at Extreme Rules. Although that's going to be happening in October instead of have happened in September, the press conference happened in September. And I kind of want to talk about that. It had a few dumb moments. Particularly, Logan Paul, the internet influencer who's taking his hand onto wrestling as if he was believably going to think he can actually beat Roman Reigns, who has been so dominant in the field. And it doesn't make much sense in a storyline purpose, but whatever. But anyway, he stepped up in this press conference and actually said the line, Roman Reigns may be the head of the table, but brother, everywhere I go, I am the table. I don't think that exactly played out the way he hoped, because at best it just sounds stupid. At worst it's saying that Roman Reigns is the head of me. He's the head of the table, and Roman Reigns is the head of the table, and Logan Paul is the table. Therefore, Roman Reigns is the head of Logan Paul. And whatever. At the end of Clash at the Castle, the event at the beginning of September, Drew McIntyre failed to beat Roman Reigns for the title. Despite having been, quote-unquote, in his home country, which Wales is not Scotland, that's incorrect. But anyway, regardless, this was basically a hometown effect because the entire audience was behind him. But he failed, thanks to the interruption of Solo Sikoa, a former NXT member of a Roman Reigns family, now having been bumped up to the other shows. And Drew was really down about not winning the belt when a UFC star, also from the area, popped up, got into the ring and cheered him up, and they both sang American Pie together to the audience. I don't see the connection, but what the heck, it was fun and dumb. And there's been a series of weird events that have been happening, most of the time unnoticed by the WWE audience unless you pay a lot of attention. These have been referred to as White Rabbit events, because for each one of these, there is a symbol of a white rabbit, obviously showing you that there is a connection between this. And there's obviously a connection between these, and it's a mystery to solve. Who does this refer to? What is this all about? We still do not know going into early October, but it is something worth talking about, in my opinion. I look forward to see who it possibly could be, what this is all about, what have you. Oh Lord, it didn't stop. I was upset enough that they actually made merch over in AEW for the Scissor Me Daddy Ass thing. But no, it is a full-blown thing. Billy Gunn is with the Acclaim now. They have shirts. They have other such merchandise. They're constantly doing it. He's billed now as Daddy Ass. it's gonna keep being a thing and keep continuing to hurt my head, isn't it? Ugh. And speaking of AEW, we have a new Ring of Honor World Champion. It is the completely honorable and nothing shifty about him, Chris Jericho. No one in their right mind would think that he'd do anything honorable. This is such a heel move, having someone that we know is going to be dishonorable being the Ring of Honor champion. He's going to break all the rules and yet claim he's full of honor because the belt says so. I'm not even upset. I'm really not even mad about this. It's just good heelmanship. I'm going to cap this off with actually a good thing. A very good thing. Kind of cute, if not awkward. But all of September they were pushing Conors Cure, which is a charity event done by WWE to research pediatric cancer, to try to find a cure and beat it. And it has a nice professional wrestling air about it, where all of these kids fighting cancer are given like 80s style wrestling, super campy wrestling personae. It's adorable. It really is. It's like, of course, you had the original Connor the Crusher, but then you had like other things like there's I think they came out with King. I think it was King Crusher, but it's like not all of them are Crushers, obviously. But I'm trying to remember any of them. But it's adorable, and it's just, of course, they're not actual professional wrestlers. They're kids that are recovering from cancer or have beaten it or are suffering from it or what have you. But the Conors Cure is a good charity. I decided to end on something nice for this episode before wrapping it up. That's all I've come up with to talk about for last month. And I look forward to seeing what kind of crazy things happen at Extreme Rules. Maybe we'll find out what the White Rabbit thing is all about. Maybe, just maybe, I'll have a lot more crazy stuff to talk about. And maybe that scissor me daddy ass thing will finally be over. Lord willing. But, until the next time, when we find out, hopefully at least one of these things, I'll see you in the ring.